Here's another tip from Rolling Strong with insights to help you stay healthy on the road.
Coach Sergio here with Rolling Strong once again. Today we're going on the second part of our kettlebell series. Today focusing on upper body strength, as last week we focused on lower body strength. So just like last week, we're going to go over a list of movements and a little bit of points performance to make sure that we're doing the movements correctly. As an added bonus, I set my watch up today to see how many calories you could burn in this short amount of time, and just by demonstrating, so that way you guys can have a little bit of a closer look at how many calories you can burn on your own. So the first movement that we're doing today essentially is going to be the bent over row. So bent over row, you want to make sure that kettlebell's off to your side, your feet are square underneath your hips. Right, what you're going to do is have a nice bend in the knees, bringing the hips back, making sure that you have your back nice and flat at a 45-degree angle. I'll turn so you can see. So as you can see, everything is engaged, right? Everything is nice, proper position. So we're going to line up with that kettlebell, lift it off the ground, make sure that our starting point is with our arm at the longest it can be. And you're going to pull that kettlebell up, back down, up, and down. Good. So making sure that the points of performance are going to be loading the hips up, making sure the back is flat and tight, shoulders are pulled back, making sure that back at a 45-degree angle, and everything is engaged. Starting with the long arm, pulling that elbow straight back, and engaging the back. The next movement that we're going to do is going to be the upright row. So, having the kettlebell in between our feet, we're going to grab it with both hands by the horns here, standing up nice and tall. Everything is nice and tight, glutes tight, legs tight, core tight. What we're going to do is then pull this kettlebell up to our chest, making sure that those elbows are nice and high. This is the final position, coming back down to that starting position where that kettlebell just hangs, right? Both arms are at that longest position it can be, all the way up, all the way back down. Good. This is going to be working trap, back, shoulders, making sure that we're working the most dynamic parts of our upper body. The next thing we're going to do is going to be a floor press. The floor press really accentuates the chest. So we're going to go to the ground. On your back, what you're going to do, take this kettlebell. Making sure that you're starting off in a nice flat position. You're going to press all the way up to that top position, really contracting the chest at the top, bringing that elbow down, nice and controlled to the ground, pressing back up, back down. Good. Great one for the chest, guys. So the next movement here is going to be sticking with that press motion, is going to be an overhead press. So we want to get that kettlebell to the shoulder, making sure that we try to keep everything nice and aligned and as engaged as possible. We're going to press the kettlebell up and overhead, making sure that we fully stretch the arm out to the top position here, coming back down to the shoulder every single time. Good. Making sure that we get that nice strict press, a strict overhead press. Now, there is a variation to this movement. If the kettlebell or the weight, whatever it may be, is a little bit too heavy, we can use our legs a little bit to get that kettlebell up and overhead. So, once again, this is the strict press, right? Solely relying on our shoulder strength to get to the top. Now, if the kettlebell is too heavy, what you can do is get a nice little bend in the knee and use that to propel the kettlebell up and overhead, okay? The next thing is going to be the bicep curl, right? Focusing on those arms. What you're going to do, grab the kettlebell by the horns, making sure that we start with the arms all the way elongated, coming up to that top position, contracting the bicep, making sure that we have that nice controlled eccentric movement, all the way up to the top, all the way back down to the bottom. Once again, focusing on that bicep portion. The last piece here is going to be the tricep, right? Got the front of the arm, now I gotta work the back of the arm. By the horns, making sure that our arms are outstretched over top of the head. What we're gonna do is bring that kettlebell back and all the way up and overhead. Good. So, things to see here is that we want to make sure that we keep the elbows at the highest point that we possibly can, bringing the kettlebell back behind our head, getting that nice deep stretch in our tricep, and then fully extending the arms at the top, overhead once again, contracting the tricep at the top. Awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. As you can see here and see, I'm a little out of breath. And in that short amount of time, I almost burned 100 calories.
We're glad to offer these podcasts, and we hope you find them useful. At Rolling Strong, we're here to help.